Good evening. First of all, I just want to say thank you very much for hosting us this evening. It's great to see friendly faces like Pam in the audience. Thank you very much. And also for my family coming this evening as well. I've got a great support from my 3 kids, my beautiful wife. I've got a consistent message which I've been putting across the city for the last 10 years. I've been 10 years in Tauranga, spent 10 years in Hamilton and 6 years in Auckland. And originally from Durban, South Africa, so I lived in a city of 6 million people. And I've had the opportunity to, living in all of those places, to see some patterns develop as cities are growing and going through this sort of torture that we have. I think our biggest confronting issue is congestion, and I think that we need to tackle it head on. So you'll see my campaign is hard work, straight talk. I think we should be facing congestion. I've been a regular presenter at the Regional Council and the City Council, and my message has been consistent over the last 10 years. I'm a regular presenter at long-term plan and annual plan. A lot of people don't like to do that, but I do. As an architect, I've got good skills in drawing and sketching and innovation, and I've tried to share that with the city. So Andrew and Stuart, Camp, you've seen some of my presentations for. I think we should have a multimodal transport network for the city. So we don't need to do it all now. We need to plan for the future. So I'm a strong believer in planning for infrastructure, and we can stage the development. So at the moment we've got big yellow buses, 44-seaters running around. They've got black glass, so you can't see that they're ghost buses. Previously you could see through the glass, but you can't. At night time it reverses and they're still empty. So I'm a firm believer in, I think we need to change the system. The contract's coming up for renewal, 2026-27, so an opportunity to reset. The 23-seat, smaller vehicle, EV, and full and packed. My kids go to school in the morning and there are more kids on buses than there are adults. So that's a great service. I'm really supportive of that, but we need to get a whole system like that. We need to look at also trains. We could have an Amakoroa to Te Puke line, and we could eventually look at re-establishing a connection to Hamilton and connecting our Golden Triangle. I'm also a firm believer in cleaning up the port here. I've presented at EPA hearings in the past, and we've got a big problem with methyl bromide. We're still fumigating the logs here, and at the EPA hearings, I presented with lawyers and with other colleagues, and it's a colourless, odourless gas that permeates throughout this port into our Kaimoana and over the marae and over Blake Park where our kids are recreating. So we need to clean that up. My proposal is to go and look at Rangiuru, where there's a development for an interchange, and on the Eastern Trunk Line, and we can do Genera, Australian process to recapture 99% of the methyl bromide, and also take a lot of the activity away from the port. So we could take 1,000+ trucks off the road, congesting our roads here by having a multimodal, what we call a modal shift, road to rail log transfer station at Rangiuru. So the other thing I really feel strongly about is looking at aquaculture as an opportunity. You'll see that the marine research facility has just come on board after a long, arduous history. But I think it's a great opportunity for aquaculture in our estuaries and to overlap with the university. I'm currently working with a client who's looking at aquaculture out at Matahui that way. So there we go. I've got quite a few platforms there that I'm really passionate about. I want to get things done. So vote Mark Wassung, architect. Thank you.